Hello, Sunday SoundBytes for you. What is my Sunday SoundByte about today? Well, it's got something I've got specific views about, that of organisational culture. So maybe this might be a bit of a longish video. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, okay? I must admit, I've got a really quite a jaundiced view about culture and the way it's seen today. Okay, so I have a message for all you culture change consultants out there. Stop conning your clients and charging them the earth for something relatively simple to implement. Take heed of some shared insights from an interview that a guy called Tim Kuppler of Compass did with Edgar Schein, God rest his soul, recently deceased, the guru of culture change. I'm going to go through 10 insights basically that came out of this interview. Okay. Insight one: don't focus on culture, rather focus on a problem, challenge, or goal, and how culture is helping or hindering progress. Insight two: culture is created and evolves through shared learning, okay, and mutual experience. Insight three: stop. Stop using the word culture so much. This is coming from a culture guru. He's saying stop using the word culture so much. Okay, good idea, to be honest. Insight four: don't plan too much or overemphasize a culture framework that you need to follow religiously. Focus on adaptive moves. Insight five: use a qualitative and qualitative flow to understand complex organizational cultures. Insight six: it's critical to build open and honest relationships and trust them. Okay. Insight seven: culture change starts with the very first interaction of individuals and peoples and groups. Insight eight: to provide real help, be a humble consultant, not a culture guru, for goodness sake. Insight nine: don't be seduced into thinking behavior change is culture change. It's different. And the final insight 10: results are required for any new culture attribute to form. Great insights from a culture guru. Absolutely. Just following on from that, Edgar Schein's 1980s culture model is as follows. Okay. So number one, he says artifacts, which are the visible manifestations of culture, things that create a common identity and bind people to work as part of a larger whole. Things like symbols, like structures, like business processes and various rituals. Number two, 3 stages: espoused values, which are how an organization says it gets things done, how it explains its culture. So things like formal statements, written, presented, and distributed, spelling out, hey, look, this is how we actually operate, people. Like missions, like goals, like strategies, like business practices, and core values and things like management behaviors and action and so forth. And the third level of his culture, whatever you want to call it, model, is assumptions and beliefs, which are hidden assumptions. You don't see them, okay? And basically, those beliefs, those values, those perceptions and thoughts regarding, well, actually, this is the way we actually operate, okay? They're unwritten, but widely known and shared and followed. And these are too often misaligned with the previous, number two, espoused values. So if you think about it, culture is a bit like an iceberg, okay, with most of its bulk below the surface, aka 3 above. So there you have it. Kind of interesting, isn't it? Yeah? What do you think? Yeah? My thoughts: culture gets changed by doing real work. in line with a new strategy, a new governance model, business processes or performance management systems. Right? 2, not much happens from pure culture change and culture conversations because they don't actually result in a clear idea of what needs to change and how it will be changed to reinforce new key strategic priorities. And thirdly, culture's kind of gone a bit like change management. It's a bit soft, viewed by many as being a bit fluffy and a bit soft, lacking in business impact and difficult to understand. People find it difficult to get their head around what actually culture is. So, if you're a leader and you want rapid change in your company, and that includes rapid culture change, cut out the inspirational speeches and culture committees, because real culture change comes about when companies rethink how they manage, they lead, they pursue their strategic goals. Culture change is how a group does things it does, and only changes when people actually start doing things differently, or start doing different things or behave in a certain way. Forget about culture, going back to the 10 insights from Edgar, forget about culture and focus on the new ways of doing things, because the birth of a new culture results from behavior change, not the other way round. So change the way people do things. Culture change will naturally follow on, and as a result will actually take care of itself. So there you have it. Okay, you got it, have you? Good. Okay, once again, I don't know what I'm going to talk about next week, but I'm sure it's going to be a good one. And yes, this was a bit long, just over 7 minutes. So thank you for listening and watching.